Hello, welcome to Diversity Dividend. And who do I have the pleasure of interviewing today?
Thanks for asking, Jess. My name is Lisa Koenecke, and this accent is coming to you live from Madison, Wisconsin. This is what it really, truly sounds like. And I have some fun letters behind my name. I have a diversity and inclusion, certificate from Cornell University. Yep, that one. Bougie. And I also have an IICDP. I am also an Inclusion Institute certified diversity practitioner from the People program. I am a counselor educator for a local university, training the next generation of school counselors. And I am Lisa K, your everyday gay. Super fun.
That's amazing. And an actual friend of mine.
True
That's
statement.
an important thing. Some people claim friendship and you're like, what's your name again? But you count. And I don't have any of those certifications. So way to be a joiner and make me feel like an underachiever.
Not at all.
As usual, I like to start with two big concept questions. These are concepts rolling around in my head. So there's no pre-homework or any kind of model or something you need to know about.
Super excited.
I know, it's pretty easy. So the first one is specifically about diversity dividend. The concept of diversity dividend came up to me first about like the pressure of diversity initiatives paying off. How does the concept or the words diversity dividend land on you?
I will say that the very first thing that I think of goes to financial, goes to fiduciary, goes to giving back. And I think that sometimes I wish I would have come up with cool things that you come up with. And I might even, dare I add, as I'm coming up with slogans for myself too, it's like, increase your ROI with DEI. And so I'm not at the straight up, no pun intended with straight because I'm gay, but the diversity part of that. And so, but I think it's interesting because that right now in 2021 is the nomenclature that people know about, and that's what they're talking about. So when I hear you say that, it makes me pause and go, I could get behind it.
Excellent. Great. The other concept that parallels that in this little brain of mine is asterisks, other duties assigned. So sometimes these mean things that you have to do because of your own identities and you're just kind of tokenized to do them. But sometimes it's extra things you do because you're actually trying to foster that community. Either way, you're not usually financially rewarded for them. Asterisks, other duties assigned. What does that mean to you?
For me, being a former middle school counselor, it was job security. It was in some shape, manner, and form early on in my career playing the game. And other duties as assigned. Honestly, in teaching my graduate students, I'm like, yep, you have to do that. You have to pay your time, pay your dues, whatever it might be, kind of a mailroom scenario. And then you can go on from there. And now going back to my camp director days, one of the things that I was very proud of is with this asterisk, other duties as assigned, is that I was a camp counselor, then I was the director. And so when I would ask my counselors to do something, I would be like, I will never ask you to do anything that I haven't done. And so from my vantage point, being a supervisor or manager, whatever it might be, hopefully it can help build character. And now with my career trying to speak in all 50 states plus DC, I would see it as what can I offer in the ranks of pro bono or a discount, other duties as assigned. That's kind of what I would say.
Over delivering generally in both cases.
Yeah, but how I love it. I love your concepts.
Nice. Thanks. I have a weird brain and that's why we're friends. All right. So speaking of weird brains, let's talk about you. So sure. Show, shift, shape, go.
Thanks for asking. So there's this little book that I just happen to have right here called Be an Inclusion Ally, the ABCs of LGBTQ+. As I was literally laying on the floor, petting my puppy, one night it came to me that some people are going to be afraid of gay. How can I get this message across? And everyone who has ever worked with me knows that I love rainbows. And I was like, yeah. So even people who don't identify under our umbrella could show that. And then I want people to shift from a small a ally to a capital A ally. And the longer that I was doing this, advocating for more students, fill in the blank on underrepresentation, no voices, whatever it was showing people how to make that shift, if you will. And to be able to say, okay, if you hear a homophobic, transphobic, racist joke, a small a ally is going to hear that, and they're going to know in their gut that it's just not right. They might not be able to say anything at that point. It might be their boss, it might be an elder in their family, whatever it might be. So the timing isn't right to say something. However, when can we make that shift then to a capital A ally and stand up for those who might not have a voice? Use your power, use your privilege. And so then my examples would be in social media. So, things are going to go on. We're going to not agree on everything. And so if someone posts something on social media, maybe you send them a private message saying, you know what, hey, that's not cool, or whatever it might be. So it is literally shifting from a small a ally to a capital A ally, and, see something, say something. And then by doing that, I really, truly believe we're going to shape policies and procedures so that we have more protection, whether it is at the local, state, national, international, intergalactic, whatever it might be, that we can shape those policies to be more inclusive. And I'm very, very excited that when I was a school counselor, we were the 7th district in our state that included gender nonconformity and gender identity into our pupil non-discrimination policies.
Excellent.
So show that you're an ally, shift some mindsets and perceptions so that you can shape policies and procedures in a nutshell.
Excellent. That's awesome. And part of the reason that I wanted to interview you for this little podcasty situation. Are you ready for my 2 favorite questions?
Can't wait.
Okay. First question. What have you changed your mind about lately?
I am working to educate myself on how to reach people who don't want to hear the message that LGBT people matter.
Great.
I could go deeper into that. I'm just trying to understand how
have you changed your mind about that?
I have changed my mind by opening myself up to reading more information so that I can digest it as I will, rather than having conversations face to face.
Great.
So I'm educating myself on what else is out there.
Excellent. Okay. Other favorite question. What do you absolutely know?
I absolutely know that the work that I do saves lives. And I know that teenage kids, even if they don't identify as LGBTQ, that, the ones that are perceived to be gay are the ones that we need to help the most. And I know from the Trevor Project that one supportive adult can reduce suicide rates by 40%, 40%. In the LGBT youth. So I know that people have blazed the trails for me, and I'm going to blaze the trails to save lives for young, old, it doesn't matter. However you identify, that's absolutely cool with me.
Excellent. All right. Now this is the weird transition to the fun lightning round.
Okay.
I have icebreaker cards that have 50 questions. Some of them are easy, intermediate, and deep. You picked 3 random numbers, which are 8, 11, and 32. So yes. I'm going to read the icebreaker question, and you, as quickly as possible, are going to answer it. Okay, quickly. First off, 8 is an easy question. What is the best gift that you have received from someone? And what about the best gift that you have given to someone else?
The best gift that I received was an introduction by Kirsty Blattner to my friend Mary Helen Conroy, who helped me to publish my book, which had been on my bucket list for forever and a day.
Excellent.
The best gift that I have given to someone, I'm going to go with my book again from the vantage point of having more than one teenager email me and telling me that the book saved their lives.
And maybe those sandwiches that you deliver room service to your partner with.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and my wife, she is the best gift that I have ever had. Silly me not answering that question correctly. Sorry, Ange.
I was at the sandwich. Yeah. Okay. Number 11. What is your, also easy, what is your favorite section of a bookstore in which to browse?
Ooh, great question. I like going to the business section right now. It used to be education, but now that I'm owning my own business, I like going there. And it's interesting because my book cover is all rainbow with a purpose. And I'm noticing that a lot of the big business books are all white. And I'm like, how interesting.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So anyway, and clearance. I mean, the clearance in the business section is where I go.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Library as well. Freebies, then you don't have to pay for them.
Oh, yeah. Libraries. Yes.
Okay. Third question, number 32, is a deep question. And if someone asked you how you have made a difference in the world, what would you say?
By using my power, my privilege, and my voice to save lives for not only the LGBT community, but I think those that deserve kindness. I think that I embody my grandma Della, who never said an ill thing against anyone. Now, I can't claim that, but I will say that my purpose is here to make people happy and to save lives.
Well, and you truly are one of the kindest people I know. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Lisa, if people wanted to get in touch with you, how would they go about doing that?
Thanks for asking, Jess Pettit. So if people want to get in touch with Lisa Koenecke, you can go to lisakoenecke.com and it's in the slideshow. However, if you're just listening, it's Koe, N as in Nancy, ECKE, lisakoenecke.com. I'm also on LinkedIn just as that. And I would love to help anyone that I can with either diversity, equity, and inclusion issues or LGBT consultations, pronouns 101, whatever it might be. Give me a call.
I would like a sandwich when we can travel again. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. I'll make you a sandwich and I'll also bake brownies for you.
Oh, corners. I prefer corners.
I have a fancy pan. Done.
Done. Okay. Thank you. See you next episode.
Okay, bye.